Hey guys, 2026 na pero marami pa rin kayong katanungan about China ROM phones. Is it still worth getting China ROM phones this year? Well, lahat po ng mga katanungan nyo about China ROM, sasagutin natin sa video na to. At sisimulan natin yan with the frequently asked questions, and then later on sa video, yung mga new information na dapat nyo malaman. Kasi nakagawa naman na tayo ng marami ng China ROM info updates from 2025 and even in 2024. So kung gusto nyo maging updated, watch the whole video until the end. And also, nandun rin yung mga China ROM recommendations ko and all of the links ng mga phones na i-recommend ko dito sa video, makikita nyo dito banda. So make sure to check that out at baka meron pa mga special vouchers para sa inyo. So without further ado, unahin natin yung pinaka-tinatanong ng karamihan, may Google ba ang China ROM phones? And the answer, of course, 100% meron po. Si Huawei lang po ang walang native Google services na support. The rest of the China brands merong native access sa majority of the Google services. You just have to activate yung Google Play through the brand-specific app store pag start nyo ng setup ng China ROM phone. It's very easy. Makikita nyo at the end of the video kung paano gawin. Now, the second question that I always get, this is a two-part question. One, gumagana ba yung banking apps? And two, is it safe? And the answer is 100% yes on both questions. Gumagana po lahat ng banking apps, GCash, Land Bank, Union Bank, BPI, BDO, Metrobank. Yun po yung mga personal na nasubukan ko na banking apps, and they all work well sa isang China ROM na phone. No, yung mga nakikita nyo before na nagkakaroon ng error, na-detect siguro na rooted yung mga devices nila. Or naka-on yung developer options nyo, baka na-detect ng application nyo yun, kaya nagkakaroon kayo ng error. But again, since 2020 na gumamit ako ng China ROM phone until now in 2026, wala akong na-encounter na issue sa mga banking apps, at least sa mga ginagamit ko. Doon naman sa safety concern nyo na baka manakaw yung savings nyo, that has never happened to me. Walang nangyari na untoward incident na nawalan ako ng pera dahil sa paggamit ng isang China ROM na device, and I do a lot of my transactions on my China ROM devices. Third question na tinatanong sa akin, pag China ROM daw ba, ibig sabihin walang English language? Well, of course, paano natin magagamit kung walang English language yung China ROM? So yes, meron pong English language option sa startup pa lang. So pipiliin lang natin yung English. Meron lang matitirang pangilan-ngilan na menu items na naka-Chinese. It's not something that will affect our overall user experience. At least sa mga brands na subukan ko like Oppo, OnePlus, Huawei, Xiaomi, and sa Vivo. So walang problema pagdating sa language, we can use the English language sa mga China ROM devices natin. Another important question na madalas itanong, meron nga bang delay sa mga messages? And the answer is yes, meron pa rin, depende sa application. So let's start with the most common na application na ginagamit natin for messaging. It's the Facebook Messenger. And dito, meron talaga pong delay. Kahit na anong workaround yung gawin ko para sa Facebook Messenger with Xiaomi, with Vivo, iQOO, and the other brands na nasubuhan ko, meron pa rin talagang delay. Mababawasan lang yung delay through the workarounds. Pero for example, kung matagal naka-standby yung device nyo, natulog kayo overnight, hindi nyo chine-check yung phone nyo at all, pagkagising nyo sa umaga, when you turn on your display, doon pa lang sunod-sunod na papasok yung mga Facebook message notifications. So hindi kayo mano-notify na may message during the night. It's when you wake up na the next morning. It shouldn't be a problem for most people unless ginagamit nyo for your business transactions yung Facebook Messenger. So naiintindihan ko talaga yung mga concern nyo, lalo na kung ginagamit nyo for your business transactions yung Messenger. So be warned, sa Facebook Messenger may mga delays pa rin. Pero pagdating naman sa SMS and real-time calls through phone, wala pong delay doon. So on time po yung SMS, mga text messages nyo, and on time rin yung mga call notifications nyo. Wala pong delay doon, walang issue. Finally, may mga nagtatanong din kung marami daw ba bloatware na Chinese apps sa mga China ROM phones, and the answer is yes, meron talaga mga Chinese apps na pre-installed. But the good news is that karamihan doon pwedeng i-uninstall sabay-sabay. So that's what I usually do pag nagsiset up ako ng mga China ROM phones. And the next question would be, ano nga ba yung dapat nyong gawin pag nagsiset up kayo ng bagong China ROM phone para parang global na rin yung experience? And this is the quick answer. Pa-play natin yung short video na ginawa ko, and hopefully maintindihan nyo through this simple guide. Alright, so once natapos na kayo sa initial setup ng China ROM phone nyo, ang pinakauna kong ginagawa talaga is i-uninstall lahat ng Chinese apps na bloatware. And usually, napakarami ng mga applications ito, lampas 20 applications. But luckily, pwede tayong mag-batch uninstall. So, ibig sabihin, pwede tayong mag-uninstall ng at least 20 applications at a time. Depende po sa phone yan. Minsan, pwede nyo nang isabay lahat ng applications in one go. The next step is installing, updating, or enabling the Google Play. Kung naka-Xiaomi kayo, punta lang kayo sa Get Apps and search for the Google Play. And it's almost the same thing lang rin naman para sa ibang brands. You just have to go to the Play Store ng brand ng phone nyo. And once you install the Google Play, parang global na yung device nyo. Pwede na kayo mag-install ng any applications that you need. But the next application that we need to install is yung keyboard. And for my personal preference, Swift key ang ginagamit ko. Now, you can opt for Gboard or whatever keyboard ang mas trip nyo. And once okay na kayo with your keyboard, the next step is installing a browser. Kasi yung default na browser natin dito is Chinese. So makikita nyo, hindi natin pwede ma-change yung language. Talagang necessary na mag-download tayo and install ng separate na browser. And don't worry kasi pwede naman natin gawing default browser kung anumang browser ang ida-download natin. And once we have this now, we just have to go to the settings and search lang natin yung apps. We have to press the 3 dots here and then punta tayo sa default apps. And then piliin natin ang Google Chrome as our default browser. And we're almost done. Konti na lang yung kailangan natin gawin. Para sa isang Xiaomi device, you have this option to turn off the app vault. So yung app vault na to, ito yung extra page natin when we swipe to the left. So kung ayaw nyo to kasi mostly Chinese characters lang yung makikita nyo dito, you can turn it off sa settings. You just have to search for app vault and turn it off. But there are some extra steps pa that you can do para mas maging feeling global talaga yung device nyo. So you can turn off yung other gesture options dito para mas malinis, like yung pag-swipe down and pag-swipe up. So pwede nyo turn off itong home search. Pindutin nyo lang yung button na yan para wala ng extra gesture pa. And then dito sa pag-swipe down sa home screen, instead na naka-on yung search, piliin nyo yung notification shade and control center. Dito naman sa swipe up on the home screen, piliin nyo yung none para hindi na kayo pumunta doon sa content center. So yun lang yung mga easy basic steps na kailangan yung sundin para magkaroon kayo ng halos global experience sa mga China ROM devices nyo. Hopefully nakatulong tong video na to. Follow for more tips. Alright, so yun yung mga frequently asked questions natin, and kung meron pa kayong mga karagdagang katanungan, i-comment nyo lang po dyan sa comment section and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. And by the way guys, kung na-enjoy nyo so far yung video natin, I would highly appreciate if you would like, comment, and subscribe dito sa channel natin. Malaking bagay po yun. Anyway, let's move on sa updated information na dapat nyo malaman in 2026 regarding China ROM phones. Unahin natin with the availability ng Android Auto. So slowly, dumarami na rin sa inyo ang gumagamit ng Android Auto, and malaking bagay sa iba sa inyo na merong Android Auto support yung phone nyo. And I'm happy to report na meron ng pangilan-ilang brands na nagkakaroon ng support for Android Auto na China ROM. So we have Vivo, and then it trickled down to iQOO, of course, because they're under Vivo. But now I heard na meron na rin Android Auto support si Oppo. Hopefully you guys can confirm that in the comment section. I have not seen it personally, pero may mga nakita na ako online. But unfortunately, para sa mga Xiaomi users out there, wala pa rin. Hindi pa sumasali si Xiaomi sa pag-support sa Android Auto for the China ROM devices nila. Now, another major update para sa atin in 2026, at least this is what I noticed late in 2025, and I'm sure it will trickle down dito sa 2026 as well, yung pagkakaroon ng 5G SA support only. So wala na tayong NSA support pagdating sa mga China ROM mid-range devices. So ito pa yung mga SULIT devices like the Redmi K80 Ultra, the iQOO Z10 Turbo Plus, and even the iQOO Neo 11, and yung bagong OnePlus Ace 6, wala na po silang support for 5G NSA. So ibig sabihin po noon, pag naka 5G SA only yung mga phones, hindi pwedeng makasagap ng 5G signal from Smart and Globe and Talk and Text. So far, si Dito pa lang ang gumagamit ng 5G standalone networks. So para magkaroon tayo ng 5G para sa Smart and Globe sa mga phones na 5G SA only, dapat mag-upgrade si Smart and Globe. So nakasalalay ito sa mga telcos natin. Pero ang good news naman, hindi naman po lahat ng phones naka-SA. So usually, mga flagship phones sa China ROM, meron pa rin NSA support. So, yung mga Xiaomi 17 Ultra, Vivo X300 Pro, Vivo X200 Ultra, kaya pa rin makasagap ng 5G signal kahit na naka-globe or smart tayo. Susunod na information, kung gumagamit kayo ng smartwatch na merong Wear OS, hindi pa rin compatible with your China ROM phone. So tulad ng ginagamit ko, naka OnePlus Watch 3 ako and hindi siya gumagana with any of my China ROM phones kahit pa flagship device. Pero kung Huawei naman yung brand ng smartwatch nyo, gumagana po yon kasi it's not using Wear OS. So gumagana yung mga Huawei smartwatches to pair with your China ROM phones. Quick update sa Google timeline, hindi pa rin gumagana for our China ROM phones in 2026. So kung ginagamit nyo yon, not working pa rin. So Google Voice Assistant naman, pwede nating iset as a default yung Google Voice Assistant natin, pero bumabalik pa rin siya sa default na AI Voice Assistant natin. So for Xiaomi, it's the Xiao AI. So wala pa rin permanent workaround para sa Voice Assistant support for China ROM kung gusto nyong gamitin yung Google Voice Assistant. Now yung Google Pay naman, as long as merong NFC yung China ROM phone nyo, it will work here in the Philippines. You just have to set it up and you're good to go. Now, another thing na wala dito sa China ROM phones in 2026, yung quick share capability. So, we are still stuck with our proprietary brand-to-brand na quick connection. So, Xiaomi to Xiaomi, Vivo to Vivo, Aiko to Aiko, ganun pa rin ang kalakaran. So, wala pa rin tayong universal sharing capability pagdating sa mga China ROM devices, which is unfortunate in 2026. Next up, yung eSIM support. As of the making of this video, wala pa rin eSIM support pagdating sa mga China ROM phones, but I heard na soon enough, magkakaroon tayo ng eSIM support for China ROM phones. So abangan natin in 2026. I'll be sure to update this video sa pinned comment kung magkaroon tayo ng development sa eSIM support for China ROM phones. And I'm crossing my fingers na sana mangyari nga yan this year. And finally, the biggest upgrade pagdating sa mga China ROM phones, we are now getting huge battery capacities. Maabot na ng 10,000 milliamp hours battery capacity and hindi pa rin ganun kakapal yung phones natin. So that is a huge development para sa mga China ROM phones and huwag nating asahan na darating yan sa global market anytime soon. But it's good to see na nauna na si Honor X9D na magkaroon ng 8,300 milliamp hours na battery capacity. So maybe there's hope na aabot rin tayo eventually sa 10,000 milliamp hours na battery capacity. But I don't think it's anytime soon. Pero abangan nyo, magkakaroon rin tayo ng review nitong Honor Win na merong 10,000 milliamp hours battery capacity. I'm excited to test this. Let me know if you have questions about this phone dyan sa comment section. And since nagbanggit na rin ako ng Honor Win, ano pa ba yung iba pang mga China ROM phones na recommended ko para sa inyo? But eto na po yun. And paalala, lahat po ng links, again, lilitaw po yan dito. So, dyan nyo po mabibili yung mga China ROM phones. And make sure dito kayo mag-check ng link kasi baka may voucher pa nakasama dyan through the YouTube shopping affiliate. Anyway, para sa akin, top of my list pa rin, top 3 in terms of best value, in terms of overall performance, good camera capability, and merong magandang battery capacity and good thermals as well. Yung Holy Trinity na nasubuhan ko with the MediaTek Dimensity 9400 Plus. So that includes the Redmi K80 Ultra, the OnePlus Ace 5 Ultra, and the Aiko Z10 Turbo Plus. So yung tatlong yon nangingibabaw pa rin in 2026. Napakaganda ng performance, hindi kayo mabibitin at all even though 2026 na and 2025 sila ni-release. Kung may extra budget naman kayo and gusto nyo ng Snapdragon variant, meron tayong Snapdragon 8 Elite na options, yung Aiko Neo 11, yung OnePlus Ace 6, and yung Aiko Neo 10 Pro Plus, and yung Redmi K90. But also, meron rin tayong newcomer, which is the Honor Win RT, na again, meron ring 10,000 milliamp hours na battery capacity, and the bigger brother, which is what we have here, the Honor Win na merong Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 na kayang tumapat sa Poco F8 Ultra. So yan po yung mga top recommended ko na China ROM phones this early 2026. And yung iba pang mga i-recommend ko, I'll make sure na ilagay ko dyan sa description box para sa iba't ibang presyo. And hopefully nakatulong tong video na to sa pagde-decide nyo on whether to get a China ROM phone in 2026 or mag-stick na lang ba kayo sa global ROM. And kung nagustuhan nyo itong video, ano lang ba, mag-like, comment, and subscribe na kayo. At kung gusto nyo pang manood ng mga videos ko, may mga ililink po ako dyan, panigurado, magugustuhan nyo yung mga yan. Hanggang sa susunod, ako nga pala ulit si Janus ng Pinoy Techdad. Kita-kita ulit tayo.